Welcome back, YouTube. We're here on Monday, 26th, February 2007. We're preparing for USPW TNT and we're going to Slam Mania. We'll see who goes, because here's what happened at the last event. Christian Cage attacked Big Show and Chris Jericho and then cut a promo on them. And so, all we know is Big Show either is getting a rematch or Christian will screw him over. Either way, let's get into this. Okay, Chris Jericho cuts a promo in which is backstage and he says, "Christian, you want a war? I will bring a war to you because I am the greatest wrestler in pro wrestling today and ever. And whether you like it or not, if you so happen to be the one that faces me at Slam Mania, I will walk out champion again. And then I will send you, Christian, back to the Indies. Then maybe TNA will hire you again." James Storm had an interview that took place backstage, and the interviewer asks him, "When do you think your next title defense will be?" And he says, "Well, it sure ain't tonight, I know that. Because ain't nobody deserving here tonight." Shane Douglas comes back where James Storm is and points to the U.S. title and says, "I'll face you whenever you want." So it's declared next week they will, and there's a video package with Jeff Hardy. Now, Christian defeated RVD with a frog splash to make defense number 8 of the NWA World Heavyweight title. Backstage, we saw Tyler Black holding the Hardcore title, and he says, "I told you, Drew, you weren't going to walk out champion." Velvet Sky defeated Brittany Knight for defense number 1 of the USPW Women's World title for a 24. And William Regal defeated Chris Jericho when Christian caught Chris Jericho with a chair. And then Kane attacked Big Show, in which afterwards Kane defeated Abyss for 61. 54 is not bad. Okay, we start this show off with Kane defeating Pentagon with the chokeslam for a 42. Big Show cuts a promo about wanting to squish Christian. But, Chris Jericho, hang on, let me get the promo here. This is going to be a great promo. He comes on and he says, "Welcome to USPW is Jericho." And he says, "Now I've been hearing a lot of chatter from one man backstage, a man who thinks he's on my level, a man who has the audacity to attack me in match. Now here I am with my USPW World Championship, and that man is Christian. So Christian, why don't you get your little peep show loving Captain Charisma wannabe self out here and say it to my face." After a moment, Christian's music hits. He walks out stage with microphone in hand. And Christian says, "You really are something else, Jericho. Always running your mouth, always needing the spotlight. But here's the thing. USPW isn't Jericho. It's about competition. It's about the best in the world stepping into this ring and proving it every single night. While you've been walking around here acting like some kind of rock star with that title, I've been putting in the work. So yeah, I think I deserve a shot at that championship." Then Chris Jericho says, "Oh, so let me get this straight. You think you deserve a shot at my championship because you've been working hard. Well, let me tell you something. This business isn't about deserving anything. It's about taking opportunities. And newsflash, I've already taken this one. I am the USPW World Champion because I am the best in the world at what I do. And then Jericho gets in Christian's face, and Christian says, "That's funny because last time I checked, champions don't hide behind excuses. They defend their title against the best, and whether you like it or not, I am the best challenger you got, so how about you put that title where your mouth is?" And then Chris Jericho says, "Oh, you want a shot at the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller? The man who has held gold in every major promotion he's ever stepped foot in? You want to step into the ring with Chris Jericho and try and take my USPW World Championship? Fine, you got it, but when I embarrass you in front of all these people, I want you to remember you asked for this." Then Christian says, "Oh, trust me, Jericho, I don't ask for things I can't handle. See you in the ring, champ." Then he bumps Chris Jericho's shoulder. RVD and Sabu has a video package, which isn't bad. There is an interview where Abyss says he wants into the world title match at Slamomania, and Dustin says, "Christian, if you can win this week against William Regal, next week against James Storm, you will be added to the USPW world title match." So James Storm defeated Shane Douglas to make defense number 18 of the USPW United States title for 55. And then Christian defeated William Regal with an unprettier for 50. Then, here's the main event. Got 72. Tyler Black defeated Chris Jericho when Christian ran in and clocked Jericho in the head again with that dang chair. 64 is not bad. I feel like we've probably grown. 21,000. We also just got Booker T on a pay-by-show deal as well. We haven't really grown on this show, so that's not bad. Okay, Abyss defeated Dean Allmark for 57. Christopher Daniels defeated Billy Gunn at 49. Kurt Angle's debut hit great. And then James Storm versus Christian. Christian actually won. Abyss cut a promo saying at Slamomania he wants to challenge James Storm again. And there's a video package on Jeff Hardy. Christian has a backstage promo, and he says, "I told you, Chris Jericho, I would be in that match. At Slamomania, I'll walk out champion. Mr. 3-time champion." Tyler Black has a backstage promo, and he says, "I am the hardcore champion because I am the best." Big Show and Kane versus William Regal and Chris Jericho. It did get 65, and this was just a match to have all four of them. Shane Douglas defeated Jeff Hardy for 50. And then Chris Jericho and William Regal cut promos about one another. And Chris Jericho says that if he walks out Slamomania still champion, that William Regal will have a guaranteed shot for helping him. RVD versus Kurt Angle versus Sabu. Kurt Angle defeated both of them for a 63. Got a 60, which wasn't bad. I mean, we did lose $32,000 more dollars, but we're still growing pretty good. We're RA21 in Mid-Atlantic and Midwest. We're 37 in the Great Lakes. 13 in Saskatchewan. 14 in Quebec and 14 in Manitoba. 21 in Tri-State. It's not doing too bad. Okay, we've got TNT tonight, and then it's almost straight to Slamomania. We've got one more TNT to go. A lot can happen between the two TNTs. to Mania. Because here's something that could happen. Somebody else could be added to the mix. Or 2 people could be. Or 3. Who knows? Or maybe a vacation happens due to injury. It's people. A lot of people don't realize what can happen in just 2 episodes. And here's an example. I don't watch like every Raw episode. And a lot's changed since I watched the first one on Netflix. I mean, yeah, I seen Rhea Ripley win it on that Raw. Win the women's world champion. So, say somebody skipped that Raw, right? They wouldn't know that Rhea Ripley won it unless they went to like social media, right? That's what I'm saying. 2 TNTs could be real different. Heck, we may even have a new world champion by the time we get to Slam Mania. And even though it's in 11 days, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in 11 days. I mean, not like that can happen in a year, but that can happen in 10 days. Okay, Drew Galloway defeated Austin Creed for a 31 with a Claymore. There's an interview backstage where William Regal says, I do thank Chris Jericho for the guaranteed title shot if he wins come Slamomania. Abyss took place backstage in a promo, and he says that he should be in the world title match, but because he cannot be, he will try and get a United States title match. And Christian calls Abyss a fat mess and tells him to stick to the lower card. And Chris Jericho cuts a promo on Christian. RVD versus Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy defeated RVD. And then there's a video package on RVD and Sabu, and then Jeff Hardy had a video package. But here it is. James Storm defeated Chris Jericho with an 8-second ride for 59. It wasn't bad, but this is a greater match. It got a 68, and Kurt Angle defeated Kane for 68. And it looks like they have great chemistry. 23 regions is not bad. Hopefully, we grown some. Not like a massive amount, though. Christian cuts a promo about wanting to face, how he's going to take the title away from Chris Jericho. James Storm cuts a promo and says, I'm going to put 4 men in a ring later. The winner will face me at Slam Mania. And here is the 4 people. Abyss, Kevin Steen, Shane Douglas, and XOMGX. Kevin Steen did it. He defeated Abyss, Shane Douglas, and XOMGX. Abyss carried the match, and XOMGX was the weak link, but Kevin Steen was the person to leave. And then Dustin Rhodes says, Kurt Angle, you have been added to the world title match at Slam Mania. In which Shane Douglas cuts a promo saying that Kevin Steen should be fired. Kurt Angle cuts a promo and he says that he is ready for Slam Mania. That he doesn't care how long it takes to get there. He will run from here to there if he has to. But make it known, he's going to walk out of Slam Mania champion. And then here's Cody Rhodes. He comes out as, signature stuff. And he grabs a microphone. He says, Dustin, I've waited my whole life to say this to your face. For years I looked up to you. You were the big brother, the measuring stick. But somewhere along the way, you stopped being that. Somewhere along the way, Dustin Rhodes became more concerned with running from his own past than looting his own blood. And now you stand across from me like I'm just another kid to live in your shadow. Well, let me make something very clear. You don't cast a shadow over me. Not anymore. At Slim Mania, I want to put an end to this. Not just a match, not just another fight between brothers. No, I want to prove that I belong where you never did. You spent years pretending to be something you're not. Whether it was the natural or whether it was gold dust, whether it was whatever phase you were going through. But me, I know exactly who I am. And at Slim Mania, I'm going to prove it in a way you can't deny. I don't want a brawl. I don't want a street fight. I don't want an excuse. I want you at your very best. I want you to go the distance with me. 30 minutes. Half hour. A true test of who the better Rhodes is. I'm challenging you, Dustin, to an Iron Man match. And when that clock hits 0, my hand is raised, you'll have no choice but to admit what's been eating you alive. That I am the true heir to the Rhodes legacy. That I am the future, and that after Slim Mania, you'll just be the past. Velvet Scott defeated XOMGX. So here's the thing. He's a free agent, so he's our jabroni. He puts over the people we want him to put over. Kurt Angle defeated Big Show for a 61, which was not bad. 49. Okay. 63 days. $22,000. Okay. Let's go to Slim Mania. Okay, our first match of tonight is Epic Dynasty versus Jamin Olivesion and Robbie Dauber. It got a 37, and Robbie Dauber makes defense number 1, the NWA Tag Team titles. Candice LeRae versus Dawn Marina. Match. Got a 50, not bad. Did. Eric Young versus David Flair got a 47. That's not bad. Sabu and RVD versus the $1 Million Brothers. Sabu and RVD, of course, made defense number 7 of the USPW Tag Team titles. Kane versus Booker T. Kane defeated Booker T. Cody Rhodes defeated Dustin Rhodes in 30 minutes, 3 falls to 1. Everything about the match was significantly designed to give an epic feel. This right here is kind of like the ending to the Iron Man match or the match at Double or Nothing. Velvet Scott defeated Daphne for 35. Kevin Steen, though, did the unthinkable. He took down James Storm's USPW United States title reign. And the main event is Chris Jericho versus Kurt Angle versus Christian versus Big Show. Christian defeated Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and Big Show when Kurt Angle came out and chokeslammed, or Kane came out and chokeslammed Kurt Angle, and then they had a brawl. Well, actually, Christian was celebrating, and then Kurt Angle got up and attacked Christian, and then they brawled. 36. The show lost its popularity in one region. Christian seemed pleased, was pleased, seemed pleased. Okay, we lost 28,000. Okay, we suffered some. Okay. So said it was kind of rough, but Christian is now the champion. Yeah. I was really thinking Kurt Angle. I was gonna put it on him, but something told me that wouldn't be the right move because we've already booked Christian as real hard as a hill. But I know this title right here should ended or should end soon. And, you know, I thought of no better name than Kevin Steen. Let's see if his pop went up when he did it. Not really. Well, some. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family. The most important, though, share it with your dog. I forgot to look at something real quick. Wanted to see where our crew sits at on the most popular. Kurt Angle is at number 14. Okay. William Regal sits at 20. Kane sits at 31. Booker T and Chris Jericho sit at 41 and 43. Apparently we're small in regions. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of doing bad. We'll go to the next player controlled show. Okay. I'm gonna stop here tonight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family. I've already said all this, but go ahead, share it with your dog.